If I were a student today with exams coming up, I would study completely differently than students did just 2 years ago. Because in 2026, there's a way to learn faster, remember more, and stress less using AI. And I'm not talking about cheating. I'm talking about a complete study system that uses AI at every stage: before class, during class, after class, and during exam prep. In this video, I'll walk you through that exact system, step by step, using free tools. Follow this, and studying stops being a painful grind and starts actually working. Let's build it. First, let's be honest about why old school studying fails so many students. You sit in a lecture trying to write notes while also trying to listen, and you miss half of it. You go home, reread the textbook 3 times, and still don't understand it. You highlight everything, which means you remember nothing. And the night before the exam, you cram in a panic. It's exhausting, and worst of all, it barely works. The system I'm about to show you fixes every single one of these problems. Let's go stage by stage. Stage 1. During class. The biggest mistake students make in a lecture is trying to write down everything while also trying to understand everything. You can't do both well. So here's the fix. Let AI capture the words so you can focus on understanding. Use a tool called Otter.ai. It records and transcribes your lecture in real time with impressive accuracy. Every word your professor says gets written down automatically, while you simply listen and try to follow the ideas. Here's why this changes everything. Instead of frantically scribbling and missing the actual explanation, you're fully present. You can nod along, think about the concepts, and even ask questions, knowing the full transcript is being saved. After class, Otter can search the transcript and generate a summary, pulling out the key points automatically. So your job in class shifts from stressed stenographer to engaged learner, and you walk out with a perfect written record of everything. This one change alone makes the rest of the system possible. The free version handles regular classes well. Stage 2. After class the same day. This is the step almost everyone skips, and it's the most important one. Here's the science. If you review material within 24 hours, you remember far more of it. So on the day of your lecture, take just 15 minutes to process what you learned. And AI makes this incredibly fast. Take your lecture transcript from Otter, plus any slides or notes, and upload them all into Google's NotebookLM. This is where the magic happens. NotebookLM is a free tool that studies your materials with you. Once you upload your lecture notes and slides, you can ask it anything, and it answers using only your content, not random internet information. So you can ask, summarize today's lecture in 10 key points. Or, explain the part about this concept in simple terms. But here's the standout feature. NotebookLM can turn your notes into an audio overview, a podcast-style conversation about your own lecture that you can listen to while walking, commuting, or at the gym. Imagine revising for your exam just by listening to your own class turned into a podcast. That's studying without it feeling like studying. Stage 3. Understanding the hard stuff. Every subject has that one topic that just refuses to make sense. The textbook explains it in confusing language, and you read the same paragraph 5 times with no luck. This is where Claude and ChatGPT become your personal tutor, and they never get tired, never judge you, and are available at 2 in the morning before your exam. The key is knowing how to ask. Here's exactly how to use them. Take the concept you're stuck on and say, explain this like I'm 12 years old. Suddenly, the complicated idea becomes simple. Still confused? Say, explain it a different way, using an example. Want to be sure you understand? Say, now quiz me on this to check if I actually get it. Both tools now have special study modes. ChatGPT has a study mode, and Claude has a learning mode. In these modes, they don't just hand you answers. They guide you step by step, like a real tutor, asking you questions and helping you reason it out. This is how you turn confusion into understanding, fast. Both are free to use. Stage 4. Assignments and essays. When you have a paper or project to write, I can take you from a blank page to a finished draft far faster, without doing the thinking for you. Start with research. Use a tool called Perplexity. Instead of giving you 10 links full of ads like a normal search, it reads the web and gives you a direct answer with the sources listed below so you can cite them. It's scored at the very top for research and citation accuracy in testing. Just ask your question in plain English, and it does the digging. One honest tip on research: always check Perplexity's sources yourself, because it sometimes mixes weaker sources in with strong ones. Use it to find sources fast, then verify them, like a real researcher. Once you have your research, use Claude or ChatGPT to help you outline your essay and structure your arguments, not to write it for you, but to organize your own ideas clearly. Then, when you've written your draft, use a tool called QuillBot to polish it. It checks your grammar, improves clarity, and helps you rephrase things in your own words to avoid accidental plagiarism. Research, structure, polish, that's a complete writing workflow, and it's mostly free. Stage 5. Presentations. Almost every course makes you present something, and building slides the old way eats hours. Here's the shortcut. Use a tool called Gamma. You describe your topic, and in about 30 seconds, it builds a complete professional presentation. Slides, layouts, colors, and images, all designed for you. Say your assignment is a presentation on renewable energy. Type that in, and it creates the whole deck. You just edit the text to match your specific requirements. 2 hours of work becomes 10 minutes. The free plan covers several presentations. Stage 6. Exam preparation, the final stage. This is where most students go wrong. They reread their notes over and over, which feels productive but barely works. Here's what the science actually says. Testing yourself is dramatically more effective than rereading. It's called active recall, and the best tool for it is flashcards. The problem was always that making flashcards by hand took forever. Not anymore. AI flashcard tools, like Quizlet, can generate a full set of flashcards from your notes or a chapter in seconds. So here's your exam prep loop. Upload your notes or textbook chapter. Let the AI generate flashcards automatically. Then test yourself using spaced repetition, which means reviewing the cards at increasing intervals so they lock into your long-term memory. This is the single most effective study method that science supports. One student went from 65% to 85% on math exams just by switching to AI-generated spaced repetition flashcards. That's the difference between an average grade and a top one, from one simple change. Let the AI do the boring prep and spend your energy on testing yourself. Now let's put the whole system together. During class, use Otter to record and transcribe so you can focus on listening. The same day, upload everything to NotebookLM and turn it into summaries and an audio overview. When you're stuck on a hard topic, use Claude or ChatGPT in study mode to truly understand it. For assignments, research with Perplexity, structure with Claude or ChatGPT, and polish with QuillBot. For presentations, use Gamma, and for exam prep, use AI flashcards with spaced repetition. That's a complete modern study system, and almost every piece of it is free. Here's the honest truth. This system won't work if you use AI to avoid learning. It works when you use AI to learn better, to capture more, understand faster, and practice smarter. Do that, and studying stops feeling like a painful grind and starts actually raising your grades. Don't try to set up everything at once. Pick just one stage that's your biggest weakness right now and start there this week. Then add the next. If this study system helped you, subscribe to TamcastHub, where I show you how to use AI to make real life easier. Good luck on your exams. I'll see you in the next video.